Hello and welcome back to another one of my videos. So this time I believe I have fixed the audio problem that I had last time. Last time I had the audio in the game up. This time I turned the audio to the game off. We'll see if that helps. But now onto the actual video. So before I show you this tour of this Minecraft base, which is quite extensive, took me quite some time to make. What so sorry. I'm not really good at this. Um, so I know this has some controversy in it due to the fact that it is associated with a group that did not too many good things and did quite many bad things. But until, well, I'll just show you. Alright, so now I'll show it to you. So what it is it is a Nazi place. Now, the Nazis were really bad people, not good people. Here is. So, these are called Belgium gates. They were to stop landing crafts from coming onto the beaches. Here is some hedgehogs, which were made for tanks, anti-tank traps, or tank traps. Here are some landmines, and it is quite extensive. So, it goes on from here all the way over to that bunker over there with the stuff on top. So right here is a bunker, one of those ones that you would usually see in like World War One, that type of stuff. Here are the ones that you'd see in actual Normandy. Here is a gunner hole where a machine gunner would be to make sure no one can, break in and come in and shoot the gunner. And then there would be another machine gunner here shooting down to the beaches, a spy hole in case you want to shoot out over there. Then over here, sorry, uh, is another machine gunner, but much smaller. Then over here is, one moment, my bad. Here is a gunner spot for a cannon. Here are the shells, the cannon. You'd load the shells into there, and this is the firing button, or lever. Here is the lever where you can make it go up and down. Now, it does not have an aimer's sight because it is much smaller, and I don't have the knowledge to make one of those yet. My bad. Here is the storage area for all the ammo for that cannon. Quite normal. It is underground, of course, because, well, you don't want them out in the open. Here is a trench where the soldiers go not to get shot by the enemy soldiers on the beach. Here's another bunker with another hole. As you see here, you can spy out and shoot people that try and break in. And here you can shoot out. I know there is not much space there, but I did not have much space to work with. Ignore this. This was already here. I will be taking that down shortly after this video. Here you can come up off, and you can come out of the trenches and over to this machine gun's nest. Now, there is a difference between machine gun nests and bunkers. Bunkers are heavy-duty containers to help protect the gunners. Then gunners' nests like this are usually made out of sandbags and not made to give heavy defense to the gunners. Now, sorry, I'm not used to this. Here is another bunker, same as the others. Gunner hole, able to shoot out. Then down over here, you can follow this path over and down to another bunker like the others. Except this one, it has a ladder on the side where you can climb up and get to this machine gun's nest that is up here. Then right behind this bunker is the sleeping quarters for all the soldiers that would be sleeping on at this base. There is no storage area yet for all the gear these soldiers would have because, well, this place is not finished. Here is a bunch of cannon holes from our sorry. Uh, Here's a bunch of craters from artillery that was hitting here. Here is barbed wire. Really, it is just cobwebs because, you know, we don't have any real barbed wire in Minecraft. Here is a crater, another crater from artillery that broke a line in the barbed wire. More barbed wire, more barbed wire. Here is actually a machine gun's nest, two machine guns' nests. This one wouldn't really be used by a machine gunner, more like a sniper, but could still be used by a machine gunner. It is, and here is a trench which was inspired by the World War II trenches, or World War One trenches. My bad. Uh, Here is so you'd just be standing down here, and when you hit the charge, you'd climb up these ladders and charge forwards. And sniper would snipe from here. Machine gunners would obviously shoot from there. You could come in here via these stairs. Over here is the sleeping quarters for all the soldiers that would be here. As you see, not as many as the beach because it is a smaller area than the beach. And over here is the command quarters of this trench. As you see here, it is a full map uh, of the village, which will be coming over, but not a full map of it, of course. The trenches, and the beaches and artillery spots. Now, as you see, it is very well put together. That was done by me, by accident, of course. And then I made a. So, by the way, here's the flags that I made. It is based off of the German flag, the Nazi one. But terrible people, of course. Um, but yeah. And then over here is the Nazi invaded place, which is supposed to be Normandy. I do not remember which place is supposed to be. Now, of course, this would be very controversial, but it is something that the Nazis would most likely do, so don't blame me. Blame the historical facts. I prefer to have exact facts. Uh, Here is a machine gun's nest to protect the entrance of the village, but of course, probably the Americans would charge from over here and not directly into the line of enemy fire, because that is stupid. Here is a house. Of course, all houses are mandated in this place to have a flag, and there's a bunch of flags because, of course, as some people know, the Nazis were very egotistical, which meant, well, they liked having their stuff all around. So here is a Kar 98K, which was the stereotypical German weapon. Of course, it's just bows, because, well, they don't have guns in this game. Here is rusting. I believe this would mean ammo. No, it means armor. It's armor in German. So here is supplies. Verplanung. The 8mm Mauser, which was the stereotypical pistol. I'm wrong. Sorry. It was the ammo that the Kar 98K took. Up here is just a area you can shoot from. Of course, these are bunkers in front of the storage place. Or machine gun nests, sorry. Another machine gun's nest protecting another entrance to the village. Here is the sleeping quarters of all the soldiers that would be here. This says barracks, I believe. Here is one of the Here is two of the very best soldiers. I am kidding, they are not soldiers, they are just random villagers that have wandered in here. Here is the sleeping quarters for all of the German soldiers. Ah, yet another one of our perfect recruits. They are now part of the SS. Here is two quarters, bunker, machine gun nests. That is what they're called. Here is another house, another house, another house, another house. Now, none of these houses are special, except for a few. Here is the here is a library, but it's currently quartered off, and it's made for the Germans. What it is it's their place where they can store all their essentials and documents. Here is a mission report by Herr Richter. A Stringama I believe that means the lab or something like that, by Laboratoire. And here is a radio notes by Aaron Rommel. Now, Aaron Rommel was the chief person of the. Uh, He was the person that was controlling the border between Europe and like Normandy and stuff like that. Now we'll take a look at these books. Here is the mission report. I do not remember what this says because it was made quite a while ago. It is in German if you want to translate it. Long story short, it's talking about a lab that is being built and almost fully operational. Here is another report. I do not remember what this says either. You can translate it if you want. It is, again, German. I believe it is talking about the U-boat hangar. And then these are radio transmissions, which are Morse code. I do not remember what these say either. Now I can show you the rest of the place. So again, these are reports, stuff like that. Now I will be showing you the rest of the place. Over here again is some shops. The here is the shop place type thing. Inside pretty normal things. Over here is some more houses. Some of these things, more houses is what they are called. Another shop type thing with stuff in it. Oop, my bad. Then over here is, well, here is a air raid siren. There are 3 of them in total here. One right here, one right there, and one right there. There is one over by, I believe there is actually, yeah, there's only one by the beaches, and then another where somewhere else that I can't remember. Here is the artillery gun. I know it is pretty bad. I'm not really good at making cannons. Artillery shells, this is where the shells would go. Here is the emergency bunker where all the people that would live here would go. Down here, it's very dark, but it's nice and safe. Then up here, as we go back up, I can now show you the command center, which is right here. Inside, you can find the air raid sirens, a map for the Germans to see what is going on. Over here is the beaches. The town is right over there. The trenches and cannon holes. Over here is just other stuff. More stuff. And then up here is the radio, which you could report to. Stuff like that, you know. Essentials. Another outpost where you can shoot. Then over here is the place where they keep all their money. Now, I do not have a key to it right now, which is just a lever, and I don't want to grab one right now. Now, that may look like everything. This is a cannon hole, and this is wiring that has been repaired, because, well, I was making artillery holes, and accidentally found out that I clipped the wiring for one of the for the air raid sirens. Now the lever that in there that does sound the air raid sirens, it does sound every single air raid siren in this city. It does not sound the ones outside. Now over here is a beach, or a bridge, sorry. Here is a machine gun's nest, where a machine gunner could sit, or a sniper. It is pointing this way just in case the Americans come from this way. Now, do you see anything wrong with this place? Because I sure do. Here is some wiring that leads to to some TNT that would detonate if the bridge ever needs to get detonated. The detonator is in here. This is another machine gun's nest. Over here is some artillery shells, or not artillery shells, tank shells. Here's a tank shell inside of the box still. A gunner's nest to point that direction just in case that's where the Americans come from. A tank, which right here is where the commander would sit. A loader would also sit here. A gunner would sit here as well. Then as you come down here, this is where they'd hold the artillery shells. This is where the driver would sit. 2 sticks to drive with. Then another exit. Now this thing is hidden by this wooden wall. That, I don't know why that is there. It is supposed to be on the other side as well. I do not know why it is not there on the other side. Now, that may seem like all, but again, it is not. As we come over here, I believe it's over here. We will check out that place first. As you see, a bunch of landmines, no defenses because I haven't made them yet. I am planning on doing that next. A machine gunner's nest to protect this U-boat facility. As you see, this is also in German. It says, "Warning, minefield." Here is another machine gun's nest and another machine gun's nest to protect the entrance to the U-boat harbor, or whatever you want to call it, U-boat hangar. Here is some stairs to get up to the top, which is where you'd find the SOS thing to ask for help from anyone else. In here, and as we head back down, close those. Over here is some barrels, some storage over there, some more barrels over there. Here is the U-boat, which is quite compact because, well, it had to be accurate. As we head down, here is the command area. You know, typical stuff. Over here is the sleeping quarters for the crew, the kitchen, and the engine room. Now, as we head back, the buttons are placed in the only spots they could be placed. This one had to be placed on the floor because there's no place to put it anywhere else. I could have probably placed it on the ceiling, but I wasn't thinking clearly. Here's the torpedo room. 2 torpedoes. These open up the torpedo doors. Now, as we head back out of the U-boat to go and look at the final thing that I want to show you. Oh, come on. One moment, this thing is not liking me right now. There we go, finally. Now, as we head back out to check out the final thing, here are two ways you could get off the U-boat. Now, follow me as we walk all the way over here into past the minefield. You may have seen that. Ignore that for right now. And here is the bunker, the final thing of the tour. Over here is the missile silo cap. You may be asking, why do you have a missile silo in the open? It is covered and it has to be in the open so it doesn't light any trees on fire. Even though it probably won't light some on fire. As we head down into the bunker, you'll see 2 ways, that way and that way. We will head into here first. Here is the sleeping quarters for all the soldiers that would be here. Oops, my bad. I will fix that later. As you see, sleeping quarters for all the soldiers. And support beams, which I just took one out, so it's probably less supported now. Fun. Here is the missile room. Here you can close that door. And there is the missile. It is supposed to be a recreation of the V2 rocket. There is a console here that is currently shut off. You can go through here and over to here, press that button, and now you're in the chamber of the V2 rocket. Now, as you can see up, there is the cap, and down there is where the boosters are for this rocket. As we head back over this direction, we can now check out the command room for this place. Actually, no, the command room is behind me. Over here, I do not remember what this is. Oh, this is where the cafeteria is going to be. I had not done building it yet. As we come back over here, I am flying because I don't want to take that long. Here is the command room where you can shut that door and that door. Now you are safe in here. Here is the radio transmissions, another radio transmissions, what they can write down. Here is controls for like air raid siren, contamination siren, help siren, which would alert other places. Here is a big map of the entire area. As you can see here, you can see the silo. The U-boat facility is not on here because it was not built yet. Over here is the beaches, the trenches, the artillery shell holes. There's the village, the tank, and the bridge. And yep. Now here is where you can plan stuff. It's like a blue light thing. Now as we come over here, we can check out the lab. As you can see, pretty normal stuff that you'd test with. You know, potion things. Over here is the whiteboards, or which would back then be paper, not whiteboards or chalkboards. Now as we head back over this direction, my apologies if you have a seizure warning, sorry. I did forget to say that. Now this is a very long way down, and you may be asking, well, where does this lead? Well, it leads back to the harbor where the top generals would go if they started getting invaded and had to make a quick getaway. And I believe that is all. I would like to thank you for watching this. If you have any more suggestions, I'd like to ask you to tell me them in the comments below. Now, last video it took so long to get posted. I posted it about 4 days ago. But the reason why it says yesterday it got posted is because, that sucks. Ignore that, please. I am extremely sorry about that. I forgot to turn off notifications. But I would just like to say thank you for coming in for this. The reason why yesterday's video didn't get posted is because what I did not realize is that I had it on private. I did not realize that, and now it was posted late. But I do apologize for that deeply. But yeah, if you have any more suggestions, put them in the comments below. If you'd like to rate this base, which I'd really like you to do, please put it in the comments below. Now, I will not make you, but I would like to ask you to subscribe and like this video. Now, subscribe to me and like this video. My apologies. Well, that's all. One quick thing. One thing that I have noticed a lot of YouTubers have is a catchphrase. I would like you all to pick a catchphrase for me. If no one can make a catchphrase for me, then I will try again when I'm more popular. Well, after that, goodbye.